So HepcoMotion is worldwide known for its V-system technology, and here's why. There are three fundamental benefits of that technology. The first one is increased productivity. The second one is cost saving over a longer period. And the third one is time saving. If I start with this simple GV3 slide, let's run through three of the basics. Basic number one, the V-edges, the raceways of the rail are actually induction hardened, 58 to 62 Rockwell, which will give you not only a long good life to the system, but also very robust. And of course, with these rails, we can make whatever system length is required because they're very easily matchable and buttable with the system compliance that comes with a V system. On top of that, of course, we have the V bearing. The balls and are encapsulated for life inside of the bearing, as is the lubrication. So these systems will not catastrophically fail. Even if the outside of the rails are not lubricated, the insides are. This is where the real action is, and so these will not catastrophically fail. And last but not least, of course, is the difference in between the outside diameter of the V and the inside diameter of the V, that as it's revolving, gives you the differential in speed between the top and the bottom and gives you the cleaning, the wiping action that is fundamentally important to the V system and why it's used in very often less than perfect environments. Over to Alec with the science.
Yeah, thanks, David. And you mentioned about the fact that that one of the key benefits of the V-guide system is the increased productivity. That's all tied in with speed. The faster you can run your V-guide system, the more product you're going to get through your machine. Why does a V-guide system run that much faster than other sort of technologies? And part of that is down to the design of the bearing itself. It's perfectly circular. The balls are contained within that race, as David said, between the inner and outer race. So when they're spinning, it's a uniform acceleration. Conversely, if you look at recirculating ball technology, the balls within this block, they travel up through the block as it moves along the rail. And then when it gets to the end, it has to do a very sharp about turn to go down the return track. So it's very much like driving your car very fast, pulling up the handbrake and then going back the opposite way. Okay. With this circular design, it's very much like driving your car around a nice smooth roundabout. So we can run these much faster. How much faster? Well, your ball guide, recirculating ball guide, probably about 4 to 5 meters per second. A V-guide system, we've done systems up to 10 meters per second. So very, very fast. We can also make them very long. As David said, the lubrication requirements are very small, again, because everything is inside this bearing. It's sealed for life. The grease is in there. The balls are happy for the rest of their life. Whereas if we look at the recirculating technology, this block contains the grease to not only lubricate those balls as they travel, but also distribute along the length of the track. Okay, so all that grease has to keep those balls happy and distribute along the full length. So when that runs out, you're in trouble. And some nasty things can happen, can't it, David?
Well, to be clear, the implications of a failure of this type are severe. The balls can come out if you're in an environment with packaging, food. It can be serious stuff. But to be clear, if this fails, is it just a case of replacing the block, Alec?
No, if that fails, you're looking at generally damage and wear to the rail, so it's throwaway. The benefit of the V-guide system, you do actually have some eccentric adjustability, which will allow you to reset that back to sort of factory settings, and off you go again.
And that reverberates back to the cost saving that we talked about.
So here we are. This is the bit I've been looking forward to. We're going to put our money where our mouth is and really prove the strengths of our GV3 system, V technology, when it comes to harsh environments. We're going to throw some muck and filth at it and see what happens.
To be clear, we've spent 50 years excelling in industries with hostile environments, whether that's medical, food, packaging, dirty, wet, a whole host of different environments we've done well in, where quite frankly, other types of slide systems do less well. Okay, Alec, let's start as we mean to go on. Why don't you start being horrible to this V slide?
Yeah, well, we're going to take it easy to start with, and I mean, it can get much worse than this, but Weetabix, I'm sure many of you are parents and you've had that dreaded bowl of Weetabix that's been left on the side at home and it congeals into the hardest substance known to man. So let's first of all, we'll put a bit of dry Weetabix on the slide and David, if you just...
It's a beautiful thing.
There we go.
It's still... No, you're giving that plenty there.
We're just
and that's
pouring
it's dealing
on.
with it. That's absolutely dealing with it.
So there, GB3 slide versus Weetabix, no problem. Dry Weetabix.
Give it a go, Alec.
Okay, so we'll try a bit of sand now. Bear in mind, this is a fairly cruel test because in real circumstances, it wouldn't be treated in this sort of manner. Let's replicate the timber industry. Bit of wood chippings throwing on there. And these are rather large lumps, so finer sawdust, no problem.
Even the snagging points are where there's just more resistance than I'm used to with my motion. So
yeah, if it was a driven system.
If it was a driven system, it would continue.
Okay, so right, we're taking it to the ultimate test now. We started off with dry Weetabix. Now we've got a nice slurry for your benefit. This is Weetabix mixed with milk. It's the worst substance known to man. Let's pour it on the slide and see how it goes. Wait for it. Here we go. It's on there. V-slide versus Weetabix.
V-slide wins, Alec.
And look at that. It's going through it like it's nothing.
How can we make this worse?
Okay, so Weetabix done, dusted, no problem at all. Let's sweeten it up a little bit with some nice sticky treacle. And as you can see, that's going, and it's going all up David's sleeve as well, but the GB3 slide is just laughing it off.